Along that line, this is a very good forum to hammer that, because nearly every start lab is well represented. Beyond that, we also have some individuals that are joining us. So we get to talk and reason about the redefining of the global network to make sure that within the global space, we talk about it even beyond this year. Before now, we will see that our leader has been so concerned and passionate about this, moving across the world. Here is just a sample of his movement, and at times, to be able to pass the point across, he has to traditionalize his appearance, which you have seen as presented. And toward the other side, you still see how among the academics, and I'm happy we have some of them here. We have Professor Kumasi that is appearing there, and I think we have Professor Awe. So far, so good. We've seen how the geography has been defined. But it's going to be a joyful thing that this geography of this itinerary is continually being revealed, spreading across the world. Now the needs. The need is very obvious. We are familiar with Sustainability Development Goals. The whole entire 17 goals can only be achieved through the intervention of participants, because each of the goals has multitask, and the multitask assignment is very heavy, especially the aspect of the economy and the technology of the world. These have been directly tied to statistics. Not only that, we also discovered that researchers across the world. Professor told us some times ago that he's working with a researcher in the field of history. And some of us are working with researchers in the field of agriculture, science, and some other areas. An indication that nearly all researchers are having collaboration or one guidance, even from the statisticians. And even in world problems are becoming more complex. And the complexity goes beyond just ordinary. So it's a challenge that we just must tackle, and that's across the whole world. So to localize what should be globalized to an area is a taboo. And that's why we are talking about this. Even the market women these days, Professor Kusoi talked about that, how they went to meet the market women. Even young students, we all know, are learning about coding now. At even primary school levels, games are being developed into Java, Python, and the children are taking interest in it. And all these are bodies that statistics seem to be showing. Even at indigenous levels, the community leaders, the local people are showing interest along this line. And that's why this really came for intervention. At least for some good number of years ago, we all were familiar with the goal and the objective. Now, the strengths and opportunities that we must tap into. First, the Centrifugalism now has at least representing 4 continents: the North America, the South America, the Africa, the Asia, and we also have 10 countries at least. So we have members here and there. And most of these members are academics. So some of us can take interest in taking jobs in some other locations, even if it is for 2-3 years, especially if you want to have a sabbatical. It is not too much a big task if we sacrifice a year or 2 to reach some countries, specifically countries where LISA has not been well represented. And when you are there, you go with a purpose, we go with an intention. You take it as a missionary responsibility. And you establish, once the task is accomplished, you do a handing over and you come back to your location. So apart from that, we regularly have online meetings. So this issue cannot stop here. We can still have opportunity to discuss on it until the goal is achieved. And we even have young graduates that we are producing now. And some of these young graduates, as we put effort on them to take over our positions, we can encourage them to have their postgraduate studies in some countries where LISA will be more benefited. And over there, among their colleagues, they can even start a movement along the line. And beyond that, some stable labs can even adopt some countries. Like QI's lab, I'm very sure, is able to at least maybe take 1 or 2 African countries or beyond, Asia countries, and work on that. So we may have some challenges, but those challenges must not give us fear. The challenge of front. We have some other challenges of prioritizing global network at local and regional level. We have some issues that we have to talk and discuss about. But that must not overshadow the need to globalize LISA 2020 to the maximum level. Then we also have some short-term benefits of locational concentration. As we are all here now, we are more or less like brothers and sisters, greeting each other and greeting one another. But we want to see more people that we don't know, and that can only be accomplished when we put our effort to make sure that globalization and redefining this 2020 geography is perfected. And we can also raise a committee along that line. Now we work on that. Now offices will also be created. Some officers can take that as part of their resource and face it squarely. And not only that, both short and long-term goals to achieve this can be prepared. We can talk about the 5 years activities which have been demonstrated to us in the other time. That can be part of what we are going to review after the next 5 years. What we are saying is, at present, this is what we still have. So far, so good with the effort of Professor Vance. This is the current geography of LISA 2020. Now that we have 35 labs that are joining in, I think the body, the task is upon us to redefine this and make the headquarters of Global Redefining happy that we achieve this in this discussion. So together, we can achieve. Thank you.